Good morning. Morning, NPC Porky. How are you doing today? How's everybody doing today? We're finally back live streaming. Feels good, feels good. I guess I'll talk about why I haven't been live streaming the last few days. But in a bit, I know people show up later to the streams, so anyway, let's get playing some Hyrule Warriors. So the last thing that I think we did was we went to Zora's Domain and picked up the ability to use everybody's favorite waifu for Laifu, that being Mifa, who we ended up actually using a bit. Let's see here. Is everything fine? It must be dangerous there in Texas with the cold and the virus. Well, in terms of the virus, Texas has set new standards in not giving a fuck. It's kind of, actually, as somebody who's lived in Texas during this entire pandemic, I must tell you, a lot of us have been very insulted with all the crap that Florida gets with its response, when Texas has been much worse. And you can check the stats. Texas's numbers have been way above Florida's and faster consistently. So it's very insulting when people talk about how Florida is doing worse than us, when that's simply not true. But having said that, that hasn't really affected me. I've always stayed isolated. Now, in terms of the cold, so I live in El Paso, Texas, which is a desert, and it's on the western tip of Texas. But we still got hit with it. I actually had to work in the worst of it. Hey, speaking of Texas, Texas T, are you back from deployment? Dude, oh my gosh, are you back? Wow. Oh, hold on. Sorry, got distracted. Are you on leave or something? What's up? Good to see you. Okay, well, I guess while you type your response. Anyway, in terms of the cold, so I've been seeing it in the national news. People talking about how Texas is dealing with a lot of serious blackouts. People are dying from the cold and stuff. Well, at least here in El Paso, we have not been experiencing that. And the reason for that is basically Texas has its own electrical grid. So kind of think of it this way. Let's imagine that Hyrule is the United States of America, right? And then Texas is what would be a good comparison here, maybe? Oh, yeah, let's say like this southern section here, like Faerun and Gerudo are Texas. So you have to do two sections because Texas is huge. That's great, Texas T. Cool to hear that you're nearly done. That's awesome. But so like, let's imagine that all of the Gerudo Desert is El Paso, and then Faerun is the rest of Texas. So now, if you were to imagine that the entire United States was on an enormous power grid, it's all connected, but then the Faerun Woods decided, we're going to do our own separate electrical grid. Now, your average layperson is not going to notice that there's any difference at all, because that's usually how it is. In fact, I have found that many Texans don't even know that they're on their own separate grid from the rest of the United States, because why would you need to know, usually? But the problem is that whenever a huge disaster hits, like a hurricane or a major winter storm, the grid gets overpowered, and then because it's like basically self-isolated, it can't handle the strain, and so then they start doing things like rolling blackouts to try to, which if anybody needs me to define what a rolling blackout is, let me know. But like they start doing rolling blackouts to try and lessen the strain. And if that doesn't work, you just get areas that the electricity is cut entirely. But out here in El Paso, aka the Gerudo Desert, we're still connected to the national grid, so we have not had any blackouts. In fact, I was just reading yesterday, there's been exactly 12 people in the whole city, or was it the county? The city's actually bigger than the county, but that have been affected by blackouts at all. Which is really unusual, actually, because as somebody, I did used to actually work at the local El Paso power plants. I've worked at two of them, and those things would black out in normal conditions. So it's kind of amazing that they're doing fine right now. Anyway, but long story short, I'm personally doing fine. Everybody I know is doing fine. I've had some plumbing issues, but those were issues that were issues before the storm came in, and they've only gotten worse. Anyway, how about we actually play a video game now, shall we? But let's see if there's any side quest stuff to do. Mastering Magnesis. What's this battle info thing? Battlefield specific materials. Wait, what? Oh my gosh. Oh, my sensor is going off. Yeah. Because remember, guys, we set up the sensor to tell me, you know, hey, I'm looking for these specific items. So if I go in here, I can get some of the amethyst and the mighty Thithel. So then, what else have we got over here? Dying to make contact. Sure, let's do that. Just so I'll quit getting asked to do this thing. Good work! Yeah! Okay, so we just opened the dye shop, which I have no intention of ever using, so maybe that was kind of a waste of time. Let's fuse some weapons real quick. Especially for Mifa. Okay. Dang, 300. That was kind of expensive. Let's see, Impa. Keep fusing her stuff more and more and more and more. Okay. Wait, oops, nope, not what I meant to do. This has no bonus thing. For Link, what do we got here? We got like a mop. Damage of 30 hearts or less plus 7%. Sure, yeah, we just keep boosting up this training sword that I had. A battle experience plus 3% is pretty cool. Fundamentally, though, we're not really getting a whole lot. And some of this stuff is starting to get expensive. Okay, anything... I kind of want to... Alright, how many people am I going to be able to take over here to Gerudo Town? I'll only be able to take 2. Tell you what, let's, I'm trying to remember how you switch who your kind of starter is.
Switch your mate.
Wait, that's not what I meant to... Yeah. So, let's take Impa over here to the Mastering Magnesis thing, and, do we want to do any cooking? Chili fish. Let's do some steamed fish here.
Quite satisfying.
Because she's not good with bosses. I don't know if we're gonna have to fight any big bosses, but it's there. You wanted to tell me something regarding Gamal's legacy. When you save, need to save on the top slot with achievements, because if you save on another slot and then load, you won't get achievements. Oh man, that sucks. You're probably right, NPC Porky. Yep, because I should have gotten the 1 billion Chinese thing. Incidentally, is there any downside to in Mao's Legacy to not you know, going to unlimited child policy, so you have, you know, over 1 billion Chinese super quick? Because isn't that just increasing your base, your economic base? Or is that going to have consequences if, for example, you don't develop your agriculture enough? So yeah, we're gonna do this Magnesis and maybe one other thing, and then we'll hey there, Nicholas, good to see you. And then we'll go do the Gerudo Desert. I just want to level up. You know, we're just gonna level up freaking her a little bit. Okay, Impa. And maybe Mifa as well, but it looks like we're only gonna get to have 2 anyway. Oops. Not what I meant to do. Wow, you really just hang in the air forever, don't you? Okay, yeah. So let's use Magnesis. That's supposed to be the point.
Here we go.
Yeah, so this seems super easy if we only gotta kill 50 of these Lizalfos. More clones! More! There we go. All the clones, the full Impa army is deployed. would affect. Oh, so you get more army because you have more children, but it'll affect the effectiveness of your welfare. Okay, seems simple enough. Oh, we got a big special ability getting queued up here. Hold on. Let's go over here and use it. Ah! Hold on. All the symbols! Yeah, I like this. Explosion! That's fun. That's a lot of fun. Are we done already then? Oh, we still have to capture the outpost. Which should be pretty easy because we just use the magnesis.
Here it goes.
Got a little food too. Alright, once again, all the clones in the world! Shouldn't one of the little mini bosses shown up by now? What's going on here? Oh, there he is. One hex. That only took out one hex. Alright. Here we go. Oh, that ain't good for him, is it? I like that. I like that. The game audio's clipping. Okay. You know what? I know what the problem is. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have to stop the stream for just a couple of minutes here. Let me go ahead and finish this level because I'm gonna have to restart my computer. So yeah. That's because there's like a whole thing that I have to do every time I wanna play this game. So just yeah, we're sorry about the game audio clipping. We're just gonna get through this, and we'll get on it in a bit. Come on, try to throw your stupid thing. I'm waiting for you to do that. There we go. There we go. There we go. Well, that's I gotta say that's a fresh one, Guzman. It's a nice relief from the constant jokes of what Hearts of Iron 4 mod is this? Okay, yeah. So oh shoot. Is there anything we could hey, I should have broken all these things. There probably was some goodies in there. Okay, so we've mastered magnesis. So yeah, we're just gonna I'm gonna stop the stream here in a second and we'll be back in like less than 5 minutes. It's not gonna take long for me to set up the stuff I gotta do. Damage at full hearts plus 2%. That ain't half bad. Nice, there's the amaranth. So yeah, there's actually There's a Sonic Universe Hearts of Iron 4 mod. Yeah, I'm a part of the Discord. I'm keeping track of it, don't worry, but that's not expected to be out for several months. Okay, so I'm gonna stop the stream here. I'm gonna be back in like 5 minutes, you guys. Alright, see you later.